Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at Habik or Habik, I don't know how to pronounce it, by Lattafa. First of all, this bottle looks so nice. I mean, look at the effort put into that. The bottle itself is glass, of course, and then the this like whatever this design is plasticky. But overall, the bottle feels really good. The cap is really heavy. Um, it's really cold outside today. So, by really cold, I mean it's like a high of 80, which is too cold in Texas. So, I needed something a little bit warmer, and this is supposed to provide that. I've never worn it, and I've actually never smelt it. I know it's supposed to be like lavender cinnamon, and so that's what I want, right? It's supposed to be warm, spicy, aromatic. Let's hit it and let's see what's up. Atomizer's great. Lattafa don't mess around. That does smell really good. I need this thing to keep me warm, so very peppery too. Very peppery. Almost got me. Sandalwood. This is quite nice. I like this a lot. Sorry, my phone's going off in the background. Very woody. Very, very woody. I'm getting like lavender, a little bit sweet scent on the top, which is really nice. Very lavendery though. It's like mostly lavender and cinnamon is what I'm smelling. So I'm gonna spray it on the skin here because I missed that last time and it kind of sucked because I had a reaction to it or like a what you call it to it. This smells pretty strong, and so let's uh let's wear it today. And let's see how it goes. All right, peace. All right, guys, I'm back today. I did a lot, so it's been about 8 hours, I'd say. Went to the gym, went to work, went to the office, took the dogs out, whole 9 yards. Everything has been done today, all wearing our lovely Habik by Mr. Lattafa himself. This performed really well. I liked it a lot. I think the cardamom pepper and lavender really stick out. The sandalwood, I didn't smell too much. It did get a little bit musky at the gym, I would say, especially when it was on the shirt. So, um, you know, as is. But to be honest, this was kind of surprising. I didn't think it would perform that well in the gym, but it did perform overall very well. When I first sprayed it, I think it was a little bit overwhelming, but I did end up applying another spray when I went to the gym because I changed shirts and also it's covering my elbow pits. So, um, overall, very good. So I've got some questions here to answer on the little rating sheet. So on the opening and evolution, how did it start? Started really strong, really, really lavendery. Very lavendery, very, pretty much that's it. Lavender and vanilla is all I smelled in the opening, which is not that great, but as it went 20, 30 minutes down the line, it did evolve, okay? And for me, it may have gotten too sweet. We can call this like the half life, okay? So, like, when we hit 2 hours on the dry down, it did get less like aromatic spicy, is what it says on here, I think. Oh, it just says aromatic fresh spicy. That kind of left, okay? It got a little bit too sweet for me, got a little bit vanilla y. Um, but it did make a comeback, which is kind of interesting. So at the very end of its life at the gym, especially on my wrist, it is really, really nice lavender. Vanilla is on the base, super low, super slim, very nice. So I got an 8 on that, right? Performance wise, it did not do well. Okay, so I did apply, like I said, another spray. Even on the wrists, it's kind of low and mellow. Like when I came home, my girlfriend couldn't smell it. So that's a problem. Okay? Not at all. So I had to like take my wrist to her and be like, hey, what do you think about this? At the end of the day, okay, that's kind of expected, but also I got the feeling that that was the feeling throughout the whole day, okay? Because in the middle of it, I could barely smell myself, okay? And that's not that great. So I got a 5. So I actually took the bottle with me. No, I could feel it, like it was just not gonna last. Um, Scent quality, it's perfect. Exactly what it says on the notes. It's got an amazing mixture of cardamom that's easy to smell. The cinnamon is easy to smell. The lavender is easy to smell. The pepper um, comes out on the shirt, okay, and that comes later, but the scent quality is very nice. So I got an 8. It smells premium. It smells premium. The mood, the vibe. I wore this because it was cold out and because it was spicy, aromatic, and it was warm. Okay, and I wanted that to like help me stay warm, and it absolutely did. It did not fail in that. I love it. So I got a 10. The occasion fit, it feels right everywhere. I would say be aware that it's not supposed to be an active wear. Okay, so just because of that, it got a 9. I thought it got a little bit musky at the gym. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to smell that. I also thought that the spice kind of kicked in at the gym as well. And Amazon has taught us that the Amazon workplace gets a little spicy, you know, Indian. Can't do that. So that's why I got a 9. Okay. On clothes versus skin. So on clothes, I gave it a 6. The reason I got a 6 is because on the clothes, it really just smells like vanilla and pepper, which is super sad. Okay. So I got a 6. On the skin, it kills. This is to the wrist, to the elbow pits, to the neck, one to the back of the neck. This thing murders on the skin. It smells so dang good. It is incredible, honestly. Okay. So the confidence boost, got an 8. Very nice. Very, very nice. I felt really good throughout the day. The only time I questioned it was probably in the beginning. So, if you're going to spray it on and immediately go see people, be aware, especially if you get in a car, you're going to gas them out. Don't do that. So I got an 8. The reaction factor, I gave it a 7. The reaction is just from my girlfriend. I don't think this is a real stat. My girlfriend said it smelled nice. I've heard her say better things about other perfumes, so it got a pass. So if it smells nice, it's getting a 7. Okay. Uniqueness, personality. It does not. Actually, lavender's pretty standout-ish, right? So I think that like personality-wise, it can fit anybody depending on the scenario. But I think a solid 8. Solid 8. I think it fits pretty much any personality. Um, I do not think it fits women. This is not really a women's scent just because it has that cinnamon and pepper in it. Really, really makes it kind of like peppery. Like the pepper comes out heavily. And I think that's a little bit scary in the beginning. Now, if you're willing to let it dry down and see people after 3 hours, okay, you do you. For me, it got an 8. Signature scent potential. That's not happening. Not for me. No way. I highly doubt anybody thinks that signature scent they want is lavender, but I know there are some people out there that definitely like that. So it got a 4, right? Because I'm like 40%, maybe we'll say yes. But for me, I don't think it's gonna do it. I think it might get too spicy in the beginning, and it's not like if I'm in a rush, this is not the first bottle I'm grabbing. It's just not. I mean, it does smack. I think it smells great. Okay, I think it smells really good. It smells really, really good. Okay, but that spice in the beginning, the lavender is a little bit intense. The vanilla gets to you in the first 30 minutes. So that's my, thing. Do I think it feels luxurious? I actually think it does. I think that you could wear this pretty much anywhere, fancy, and it's gonna pass. Anytime, anywhere. But I think that's all I got for this. So Leave a like, subscribe if you think this is a good thing. I changed my little sheet, so if that does any better, let me know. I like feedback. I think it helps a lot. If there's any questions that I'm not answering, I try to like really think about like what I would want in a perfume or a fragrance and the questions that I want answered, because I think the dry downs are much more important than the openings. I mean, it's going to dry down in the time that your AC is on, in the car when you go to see somebody. So that means a lot more, right? The opening is kind of like, I've got it in the car, I'm going to spray it, I'm going to go see somebody right now. But that's not reality. So, all right, peace.